Hey you guys, so a lot of y'all liked my other video where it was about what it's like to look older than your age, and I decided to do a part 2. I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I've been so busy. I just don't feel like my YouTube is going anywhere, so I haven't been posting really because I'll get like 30 views per video. It makes my confidence levels go down. Anyways, but I thought I would make this video because y'all like the other one while I do my makeup. I guess so. I am not doing a lot to my face. I'm just putting on some, actually I'm not even gonna do dip brow. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, some mascara, some blush and highlighter, and of course lip gloss. I need to buy a couple things. I'm going to the store because I need a new foundation shade because your girl has tanned so much to the point to where when I put on my regular foundation, I look white, so white, and I know I look like a crackhead. Don't remind me. It's been a while, to be honest, and I have changed a lot mentally and physically since that video. And all I want to say is, anyone who's going through what I go through every single day for being judged off of how you look, you will get through it. And yes, it is a struggle every day, but you will get through it. I guess I could just share some stories about what has happened to me since that last video. I don't know what all I shared in that video, so if I repeat some other things, then I'm sorry, but I guess I could get started about something recent that has happened because of, you know, my looks and my age. So if y'all have, okay, the people who have been following me knows that I used to work at Walmart, not no more, and I'm going to explain why. And oh my god, my face is so, my whole face is burnt. That's nice. I used to work at Walmart, right? Oh my god, I need to shave my eyebrows again. Wait, I think I'm gonna let them grow out. I don't know. I suck at story times, I'm sorry. Not long ago, I used to work at Walmart, alright guys? And I was there for about, I think, a month. Somewhere around there. Was it about a month? I don't know. I met someone there, and you know, we started talking, whatever. It wasn't really that serious. Like, we both liked each other, and so it was just like kind of like getting to know each other, that kind of thing. I wasn't trying to rush anything because like me in relationships, this situation did not help my current situation of me and my trust issues and my past traumas. And you know, he was a manager. Actually, he told me he was a manager, but he was actually a supervisor. He told me he was a manager and he was 20. Alright guys, so keep that in mind, manager and 20. Alright, we're, you know, talking. It was alright. You know, he was a little like, how do you explain it? Like, he says that he wanted to, like, you know, get to know me and all that crap, but like then he would like not talk to me at all. And then I'll see him at work and I'm just like, what's up? And I thought it was just maybe because he was busy, whatever, you know, people get busy. And we talked about it, and I was like, do you not want to talk? Like, if you don't want to, like, let me know. And guys, the fucking thing is, I deleted those messages because I hated looking at all that shit. Kind of off and on, but he did tell me he was 20. I was like, you know, how'd you get your manager position? And he was like, oh, well, they asked me. And I was like, oh, they just asked you? Every story he's told me has been some kind of lie. Like, he's a compulsive fucking liar. He asked me out to lunch. We were at work. Sure, whatever. So we went out to lunch together, and this was about a month after we've known each other for about a month, you know, and that was on a work day too. We went out to lunch, and you know, it went downhill from there. Before lunch, he told me that he needed to tell me something, and I was like, what is it? You know, like, what is it that you need to tell me? He kept stalling. He was like talking about how he was lying about his age or whatever, and I thought he was just playing with me. I thought he was just joking around or something, just trying to make me, you know, I don't know, I don't fucking know. I didn't know what to expect. We got in his car, we started, oh my god, my pimples. Where is that pimple popper? Hold up. Sorry you guys, that was urgent. Anyways, so we went over to Sonic, and you know, he was all touchy, whatever. I was like a little uncomfortable, but I didn't say nothing. And he really got on my nerves because I kept asking him, like, you know, what is it you had to tell me? Like, if it's really that serious, please tell me. He kept joking around, and like, then I started getting really angry. I didn't want him to touch me. He kept touching me, and I kept like knocking his hand away, taking his arm off my shoulder. He wasn't taking no for an answer. I had to literally tell him, stop fucking touching me. I don't want you touching me. Like, picking his hand up, taking it off, saying no. I was already saying fucking no, and I had literally tell him so many times no. And then he was like, I have something to tell you. He was like, about my age. And then he kept like dancing around the numbers. He was like, I already told you. I was like, no, you didn't. And he was like, hold on, what the fuck happened? So let me calm down for a minute because I'm getting really fucking angry. We were in his car and I was like, tell me your real age. Like, I need to know, like, it's serious. Like, I'm 17, and if you're anywhere over 21, that's borderline pedophile. I finally got the answer out of him. I'm 25, turning 26, and my heart dropped. And I'm just thinking, this person, 17 and 20 is borderline okay. What made him think 25 and 17 was okay? I'm sitting in the car and I'm thinking, do I leave? Do I just get out of the car and walk? And I told him that. He was like, I'm not gonna let you. And I was like guys, I was really debating on like leaving the car because I was so uncomfortable and I felt violated for weeks. Like weeks and weeks he led me on. Even that day I was so happy. Maybe this is a person that I could be happy with. Maybe it's this person. He even like hugged me and shit, and like wow. But before we went out, because I was zoning, if you know what that is, I was just fixing the aisle. He would come around, he would talk to me, he hugged me, whatever, blah blah blah, all that fucking emotional shit that I now hate even more. The thing is, I opened myself up so much to him, for it to end like that so badly, it literally broke me down. Afterwards, when I came back, I told my little brother, and he was so angry because he's my little brother's manager, or supervisor actually. So I went into the bathroom and I was crying. Like, y'all don't know how many times I've cried in that Walmart bathroom. Someone gave me an award. I was just bawling, and like, I'm a silent crier, so I was crying in there for like a solid 30 minutes. And then I got out of the bathroom, I fixed my face. Not really, I was still crying actually. I walked out of Walmart crying. I think I called my mom and she sent my brother to pick me up. In that moment, I was so broken down to the core because I was like, is this how it's gonna be for me? Because of how I... I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. Just obviously still kind of hurts to talk about it a little. In that moment, I was just thinking, like, is this how it's gonna be? You know, is this how I'm gonna be treated? I don't know. Because of how I look, my body, you know, like people do the most. People do the most. I'm a person with feelings. I'm not just an object. No one understands that. And me being 17, I have been in so many situations I shouldn't even had to be in the first place because of how I look and how guys, you know, treat me, how they desire only my body and just my body and think it's theirs to take. But you know, emotionally I've gotten better. It may not seem like it, but trust me, I was way worse. I didn't go to work for like a solid week. When I went back to quit. And this is where things start to get really fucked up. I went back to quit. I talked to, I'm not gonna say names. I'm not that love a person like they are. I am not going to put a target on their backs, even though they deserve it, even though that they're grown adults and they're covering up pedophiles. This isn't even the only guy that's been harassing me at Walmart or has harassed me at Walmart that works there, and they've covered it up. When I went in to quit, I gave my badge and my vest thingy harness, my vest thingy, the lady who, oh no, she's like the associate, like, she's the person you go to get your check. She's the person that you go to get, I don't fucking know what she is, but she's like, I don't fucking know. I told her, I was like, you know, I can't work here anymore. I have been in too many situations and y'all have done nothing about it. I have been harassed. She was like, before you go, can you speak to like a manager or something? And I was like, no, because I've already spoke to so many. I've had so many conversations with other people and they have done absolutely nothing to help me. At that point I was done and I just wanted to get out of there. I didn't want to have any more problems, so I was just like, no, I couldn't think about it anymore. A lady, get this, so someone stopped me, one of the managers, and they were like, hey Trista, do you work today? And I was like, no, actually I quit. And she was like, why, what happened? And when people say what happened, y'all, waterworks to the max. So I legit start crying so hard, like shocked, like her face, like she was just like, what the fuck happened to this girl, you know? We didn't go to any private area. People were listening to us because when I walked out, I had a bunch of people just stare at me. I can't work here no more. Like, no one's listening to me. Like, I've been harassed and no one is doing anything about it. It's like they weren't believing me. We were talking and she was like, no, you're not quitting on me. Like, I'm not letting you quit. I'm gonna fix this. And she was like, I'm the person that decides who gets fired and who doesn't. And so I thought maybe it'll get better, you know. I thought I don't have to lose my job over this, you know. Maybe they'll be held responsible for their actions, like grown men should be held responsible for their actions. So you know, I thought they were gonna actually do something about it. And then I didn't hear back. She was like, okay, let me, you know, look into this and then I'll call you back, because I wasn't gonna go back to work. Like, fuck, I just cried at work. I looked dead. I was dead inside, guys. So she knew I wasn't gonna go in that same week. She was like, I'll call you in a couple of days. I didn't receive no call, so I called back up there and the lady answered. I was like, hey, I didn't know this lady's name. This lady completely fucked me over. Sorry, I'm staring off in the distance, but like I'm just, that's how I'm sorry. Anyway, she fired me. Yeah. After I told her what had happened, she fired me. Well, I wouldn't be as mad if I had just quit, but the fact that she told me, you know, you're not fired, you're not quitting, I'm gonna fix this, turns around and then fires me. Like, who the fuck does that to a 17-year-old girl? Like, who in their right mind does that? You know, I believe in karma. Karma is a precious thing. I'm gonna let karma do its job. And I know deep down that God has a plan for me. And that things will be okay. I stopped doing my makeup, I'm sorry guys. I keep crying and I can't do my eyes if I keep crying. Anyways. After that, I made a report to the ethics people, whatever. And then now I can't say no more, but all I'm gonna say is I feel like they're doing nothing either. I haven't got a call back. So I don't know if they're even doing anything about it, because I'm scared to even go to my local Walmart because both the people who harassed me still work there. And of course I need to get things, you know. I just cannot go to freaking store. Like, that's the main store in my town. I'm not finna drive to freaking the next town over to go to Walmart or go to Kroger. Like, no, I'm going to my store in my town. The fact that I have many panic attacks every time I want to go. The fact that when I'm there, I'm constantly looking around hoping that I don't see those people who did that to me. But you know who I do look for is that fucking person who fired me in the first place. And every time I can't find her. I'm gonna find her one day, and trust me when I do. I want an explanation. I was already in a bad place then, and that put me in an even more darker, more horrible place. And now I'm okay, okay? I'm alright. They were adults, grown adults. I'm a young woman. I'm becoming an adult, but they are grown adults. And the way they treated me is unacceptable. And I feel like that I'm more of an adult than they are at the end of the day. I feel like adults aren't even adults. And to this day, he's still working there. Karma one day. And people tell me, you know, Trista, go to the police. What makes you think they'll believe me? It's been quite a while since that happened. I have just realized to not give a fuck no more.